Hi, Dr. Rita here. Welcome back. In the last few videos, we have been looking at tips on how to get out of the survival part of our brain back here to the front part of our brain where we're trying to learn to function, adapt and adjust as we walk out this crisis together. Today, we're going to have a look at our thinking. And in survival mode, what we tend to do as the fear response is going off, it affects our thinking in restricting and seeing the negative, and actually leads to us just seeing what is not working in the current moment. But how do we flip out of here to here? Well, we have to learn to train our minds to focus on what is working right now. Let me give you an example of how that happened to me the other day. I was struggling to sleep and I noticed that I was restless and wide awake and just frustrated that I just couldn't get back to sleep because I knew I needed the rest for my physical health and for my immunity, but I just was struggling to know how to find that place of just getting back to sleep. So as I was tossing and turning, I suddenly noticed a sound. The birds were singing, and as I honed in on that sound, my thinking then flipped into a place of wondering if something is working right now in the world. In fact, when the birds are singing first thing in the morning, they are actually flirting with one another. So if birds are able to flirt with one another, then something in the world is definitely working. And maybe I don't need to feel as bad about what's happening right now to me. So for you, what does that look like in your day in and day out about how to focus on what is working? Well, it's taking the time either in your day or at the end of the day to really intentionally flip out of this part of the brain to this part of the brain and look at what is or had worked that day for you. It could be things like noticing that parts of your body are actually working, or things that you have in your home, or even the fact that you have a home. These are all possibilities of just how to train your mind to think what is working right now. By doing this, and as you flip out of here to here, you're opening up your brain to be out of the fear response and into a place of creativity and thinking through ways of adjusting, adapting much more easier. For your family, you can actually make this into a game where you set the challenge for everybody to take time during the day to notice what's working for them. And at the end of the day, or even some point wherever you want to, is to share together, what did people notice? Now, what does that do? Well, number one, you're actually training the whole family to flip out of here to here, and you're opening up that possibilities of functioning, adapting and adjusting much, much more. Secondly, what are you doing by taking that time is staying in the current moment, staying present and learning to show the ability for thankfulness. It's pretty much the opposite of what you will feel and operate in if you stay in survival mode. Thirdly, by actually learning to share together about what you notice, you're actually releasing a hormone called oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone that soothes the survival instinct in all of us when we're feeling that fear. So that is the tip of focusing on what is working. I'm going to aim to look at this much, much more through our senses in the next few videos. But in the meantime, I look forward to seeing you soon, and stay well.